into No Place Like Home, which has just had a major update not too long ago, where basically they stated that they weren't going to bother doing a list of changes because it would be too long, because they have effectively recreated the entire game. So instead of continuing from where we had been, I'm just going to start an entirely new game, just because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever to keep going knowing that literally almost every single detail of the game has changed. So again, this is No Place Like Home. It's an early access survival, crafting, farming simulator, very similar to other games of its ilk, such as like Stardew Valley, but more the Friends of Mineral Town type art style. More 3D, gives you more of a, yeah, basically it's just a 3D version. So Friends of Mineral Town is a good example of another one like that. The old Harvest Moon games also fall into that same category. But yeah, that's the category that this is in. So again, just going to start over brand new, because there's no sense in continuing with the old profile, since basically every detail of the game has changed, and I want to see all of this new content from the beginning, because they've done things to, like, even the basic tools that you use. They changed it because there used to be 4 tools, now it's a 3-tool system, so even just that most basic mechanic of the game has changed. So it really does make no sense to continue playing with an older save file. It just, yeah, so I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started here and see what new fun is waiting for us. All right, great tutorial. Wazda. All right, so let's see, how much trash does it take? My goodness. Yep. Basic concept for the game is quite plainly the entire environment here has just been completely decimated by trash, and so you, for whatever reason, have decided not to give up on this place, but instead have dedicated your time, effort, and energy to cleaning this place up. So, oh hey. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely a change from the old tool system. Now if I just hold down the attack button here, it activates the drill, whereas before the drill was a completely separate object that had to be updated and maintained separately from the wrench. So now it's like they've kind of combined that. I like the updated text there too, for the update required. Nice. Alright, let's clean this mess. E, fill recycler with trash. Once it's finished, press E again. Collect materials. Recyclers take time to finish. Recycling normally. Recycled materials are basic currency for crafting. So yeah, there's that. Much faster than it would normally be. So let's take advantage of that. Because when you set one of these up back at your basic camp, it takes quite a bit longer than that. So start with the added benefit here. There we go. Vacuum up seeds, quick bar, number 2. Hey. Looks like they've improved their snap to position system quite a bit there. Oh hey, I like the update in the texture as well. That's nice. Water can be vacuumed as well. Replenishes the pump, which you see down there in the lower left. Water plants, which you've already seen me do. Got ahead of the tutorial. And then vacuum vacuum up the goodies, right? Press E, then vacuum. So it's still a two-phase process to stop you from accidentally harvesting crops. So, feed animals using E to tame them. Normally have to build a home for them first, and they'll give you goodies. Happy chicken. Happy chicken. Happy chicken. Press E to open the kitchen. Pick mashed potatoes from the recipe list in the bottom right corner. Click Cook to create them. Learn more recipes later. Cooked meals are more valuable for trading and preserving. Mashed potatoes. Ta-da! Okay, I really like the look of the new cooking. That's nice. Eat oven, preserving machine, both raw and cooked. Click preserve. Normally takes a day for the machine to make jars of food. Preserved food is basic trading currency. Oh, okay. Ta-da! Hyper accelerated. Interesting. Alright, to craft new items and upgrades, you need to obtain a recipe first. Recipes can be bought for food from various villagers. To purchase recipe, talk to the villager or press E near their stand. Okay. Recipe, bonsai tree. Cost, prepared meal. Learn. Recipe unlocked in the workshop. That was simple. Once you buy a recipe, craft at workshop, applies to both items and upgrades. Items can be crafted many times. Upgrades work just once. Press E near the workshop. Workshops can have multiple tabs. Switch between the tabs in the right corner. Okay. Easy enough. Boom. Here's our tree. Crafting cost, 1 recycled. And a boom. We got a tree. Place buildings. Oh yeah. This part's gonna be fun. E to rotate once you're satisfied. Left mouse button to place, and they can be picked up using R. Okay, base building. Boxes can be destroyed with the drill, placed inside special slot. Using E, they can be used to block environmental hazards, create bridges and passageways. The slot has chains near the box, can't be removed after that. Okay. Ta-da! Come on. Alright, what did I do wrong? Yeah, I clicked that. It's set to 5, so I clicked 5. Oh, SpaghettiOs. So do you have to press E to rotate even if you're not going to rotate it? Is that maybe what needs to happen? Ah, there we go. Okie day. See? That's what I get for not reading. But there's nothing in there. Right. Forgot about that. Yep. Yay. So now let's go see if it'll let us steal all this nonsense. And that door stayed open. steal that. Let me steal that. Rude. But hey, I gotta try. How about all these? Oh, yeah, okay. Bunch of bullies. Stop me from stealing and getting myself an edge at the beginning of the game. Rude. Alrighty. Looks like all we got left is to head up top. And just a random side note, this is their first digital product. So every time they do anything, it's a learning curve. So one of the beautiful parts of this is that, you know, by playing it in early access, not only am I supporting new developers and all that good stuff, but at the same time, I'm actually helping them to learn by providing them with feedback and information regarding how all this works. One more reason to feel gratified in playing newer, smaller games instead of just playing what's out there and popular. I like small games. I like this compared to the old wrench method that they had, where you had to just sit there and hold or keep swinging the wrench over and over and over again, because this is a much quieter and more soothing sound to hear than the violent swinging. So, maybe that's just me, but I like that feature, being able to just automatically use the drill. You can use the drill and vacuum at the same time. Is that a suitcase? The fuck? Okay. So that suitcase contained some sort of parts, I'm guessing? Interesting. Now, once we get a little more of this cleaned up and we head up to the house and start to get that whole thing situated, we'll find out what that actually is. Ah, more luggage. I've decided I like luggage. Recycled material and components, okay. Ah, yes. Evil vacuum cleaner spiders. Or maybe they're supposed to be lawnmowers. No, I think they're vacuum cleaners, if I remember correctly. Alright, buddy. Oh yeah, they get batteries. Looking like I'm gonna have to put down some storage space here in a second. And almost as if the game creators had predicted that I would need to, they gave me storage. Messaging me, and why? They're forgiven. Oh yeah, my little farm is back here, hidden behind all this trash. I forgot the base used to look like this. Still not based on like physical contact. You don't have to worry about that. Lets you pull stuff through walls, which is always convenient. I like the way sometimes it just vaults this stuff. What the mess? You know, the way that all these little cubes and stuff, or I guess they're not cubes, but these little square stacks have occurred. It almost makes you think, okay, they must have some, like, Wall-E style robot running around doing all of this. Because, of course, you know, that wouldn't happen normally. See, pulling the trash straight through this fence. You can't hide from me. Oh, there's a suitcase under there. I gotta remember that I can use both tools at once. Makes this cleanup a lot faster. Yeah, I see you over there, buddy. I'll whoop your butt. Uh-oh. That tutorial showed up at an inopportune moment. So it's still letting me pick this stuff up even though I don't have room for it. That's problematic. Alright, so let's go ahead. Press number 5. And dink, just like that. And until I am ready, can I just, yes I can. Okay. Replant toxic trees, okay. That'll be interesting. Old wood, the bonsai tree, and a bunch of trash. Alright. Oh, and apparently I haven't a bag for excess. Okay. Now that's convenient. I forgot about that. I still have a backpack. See, that's what happens when you start over. Completely forgot about all that. Yes, when you walk up to little birds, it tells you that it needs the chicken coop before you can tame them. I don't recall being able to hold nearly this much water before. I think they changed that. I think you used to not be able to have 100 water. Or maybe its use was calculated differently. I'd have to go back and look at my old footage. So it won't let you do that if the vacuum's already running, but it lets you use the vacuum if you've already got the drill running. Okay. Order of operations is important with your tools. Good to know. What a freaking pigsty. $15.40. seriously think about heading up to the actual house. Another prepared meal, which is, as they said, basically a form of currency. Go ahead and throw that in there. My base. Handyman needed. Not as good as a candidate. Okay. Can't decorate it unless the walls are repaired. Find somebody who can fix up my house. Okay then. Well, I can clean, even if I can't fix it. Oh, what a mess. So I need wood to fix that. There we go. Leaving the doors in the treehouse closed, scatter the keys, so nobody would find them. Okay. So, the house is bigger now. There's more to it. And we get to find out what all that is eventually. So, if I remember correctly, you had to bust through a hole in the fence somewhere to get to a passage to find the next person for the storyline somewhere over here. Pretty sure it was in this general direction. So then let's just go ahead and clear out the central area along the way. Do the detail work later. I just want it to be easier to find. Uh-oh. Oh no. I don't think I'm gonna make it there on day one. I should have been paying attention to the time. We can at least get it cleaned up to the point where we can just go straight there in the morning. Yeah, that's what I thought. Is that a chicken in a cage? That looks like a chicken in a cage. And a manhole cover. Crazy shot back. Need to go get some sleep. Okay. And I'm gonna refill my coffee really quick, so I'll be right back. interesting. The camera is less sensitive in your house. It's like out here it moves fairly quickly, but inside your actual house it moves fairly slowly. Wonder why it does that. Okay, so while I'm here, I've got all these potato seeds in slot number 2. Let's see about planting all these. Still have some more room, so let's go grab another bag of seeds out of the old box here. There we go. Oh, nice. You didn't used to be able to do that. Okay. Once I get more familiar with that, that'll come in really handy. Well, I will certainly try there. Nice of you to drop in on us. So let's get some more of this area over here cleaned up. Great Nana Loves. What a great name. Okay, let's continue this adventure. There's a chicken in a cage. Why is there a chicken in a cage? Hey, I freed the chicken in the cage. Okay then. As I recall, the texture for hills used to be a lot worse, and it was a lot more difficult to go up and down surfaces. So I'm seeing that's been improved. Manhole cover lights up when I get close to it, so we'll of course have to see what that's all about. I think I had a bunch of stuff down there, like seeds and stuff. That's assuming it's still the same. Before I can break down some of this stuff. Oh, hello. Angry spitting spider crab thing. And now it's a chicken? Okay. I turned a crab into a chicken. What sort of sorcery is that? Ew. Okay, and that's electronic stuff, so I can't break that. All the good stuff's hidden. I'll have to come back here in a little bit after I've gotten some upgrades. At least I can get whatever this is. Egg. Okay then, new recipe unlocked. That was easy. Okay, so they put a loading zone here. Yeah, that was a thing back in the older versions. There was only the one zone. So, interesting to see that they've added others. I think I saw that in the update. Just forgot about it till now. I tried to read all of the patch notes, but again, they said they didn't include everything just because there were so many changes and it was basically an entirely new game. Still, you'd think I'd remember something as simple as whether or not there were loading zones. Doesn't look like his trash is any more special than my trash. So, let's go see what he's got to say. Hello. Please enjoy your farm. Get anything you need from the shop. So, $. Money is worthless. People trade for food. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So, advanced recycler. To make this recipe cost 7 prepared meals and 3 potatoes. 5 and a tomato. 0 and 3. So looks like that's what I get. Alright. So now I can preserve food though, which means that with all of the potatoes we just planted, we'll be up to quite a few meals in no time. Hello. Are you a handsome baby puppy? Yes, you are. You are a handsome baby puppy. That'll be a workaround. And it looks like that's more electronic stuff, so I can't get through here. Yeah. Okay. So we've hit our limit for that, so now it looks like we'll have to go back up and see what's underneath all the trash up there and spend a little bit of time in yield grind until we can afford some upgrades. Looks like we got trees covered in trash bags, giant cans of waste, some buttons, spitty crabs, huge spider thing up over there. Oh, traps, okay. Yeah, we definitely got our work cut out for us. That is a lot of trash. So very much. Aha. Book. What do books do again? I don't recall. I'm sure there's a quick tutorial thing somewhere about books. We'll get there. You really do want to look everywhere because they've just stashed stuff into every little tiny corner. I don't think I can break any of that. Yeah. Okay. So then. Back to the home. And back to the coffee. Alright. I've pretty much got this little area here cleared out, so we'll just go ahead and finish that up real quick. before we start taking a look at the bigger areas around the base camp. So to build one of these preserving machines, we need 5 recycles. Okay, that's easy enough. We can build another recycler. That way we can do twice as fast. Make the drill capable of destroying rubble? Heck yeah. Okay, so that'll help a lot. Should have done that sooner. Need to unlock the recipes there. Learn how to make. Or no, just make. Not learn how to make. Go ahead and get another one of those. Animals, not ready for that yet. No. People. Not ready for any of that. What do we need here? Requires recipe. Learn the recipe from whomever that is. Okie-day. Be that way. Rude. And I don't rightly care about decorations right now. Yo, it's Arcane. How you doing? Haven't seen you since I buried you. Dirt nap. I like it. Yeah, so on that note, the game Tailspire also had an update. That's the one that I buried your character in, as it were. And I intend to do a stream with some of that newer content. They did an expansion with a vampire countess lady. So I figured I've had it in my head to do a graveyard since that little scene where I buried you. And I was like, that's kind of perfect timing for this new update because, of course, it's all themed on a dead person. So, works perfectly. Yeah, I thought it sounded pretty cool. Yeah. I like dead people. They tell very entertaining stories. It's already getting to be nighttime. Jeez. It's too quick. Oh, more acorns. I wasn't ready to sleep. Agreed. You know, with them, you just get cold hard facts. It is what it is. It isn't what it isn't. And there's nothing in between. Yeah, figured I'd be dinking around in Tailspire later tonight. But there's just so much that was updated in this game, and it's been so long since I played it, I was like, okay, I really need to get back in here and do this, because it's a really cool little concept, and I think that the developers deserve some love. Barn for robots. few types of robots. Most are hostile, some just run away. Perhaps if I can find a way to tame them. Okay. So, not every robot's gonna try and eat our face. Yeah, it's a base building resource management RPG centered around this concept of you cleaning up the environs surrounding your base. Yeah, it's somewhat new, rather small. It's actually the first digital product that the developers have made. So, yeah, it's a good premise. It's like, this is what we in this generation have been left with by the generations preceding us. Do I sense a political theme? Maybe. But yeah, they just did a massive revision of the game where basically they changed everything, including the root mechanics of the game. So it's like there used to be more tools than this. Oh crap, I gotta get to the bed. Otherwise, I might discover they've created consequences for not making it to bed in time. But yeah, they changed the number of tools, the way that the tools operate. So massive, massive changes to basically every characteristic of the game. In fact, the update was so extreme that instead of doing a list of all of the things they changed, they basically just left it with a blanket statement of it's effectively an entirely different game than it was. So, jumping back into it and just seeing what little I have, I definitely can't argue, because pretty much everything I've done has been different. Even really simple things that seem like they'd be obvious because, they were a foundling company that hadn't worked with digital media, but just climbing up on this hill was actually difficult. And I think there was like a limit. I could only get to like here. Yeah, so just, they've come that far already. Pretty great. Now I gotta go pee on all the crops. I want my potatoes. Yep. I'm pretty sure that one got murdered up north because, decided to leave the safety of the nest. Yeah, they basically did take the entire game and reworked the entire thing to the extent that they could no longer stabilize the load because it was just too much. So their most recent update actually doubled the size of the map that they had already created, and with that, the number of interactionable objects and stuff, the number of assets involved just became so huge that it destabilized and they couldn't keep it all together, so they actually had to slice it up into pieces and add loading zones, which was, it's like, first time I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, they said something about that in the update. Sure enough, there's now loading zones because it's just so much bigger than it used to be. It used to be you could load the entire thing and you never had a loading zone other than right after the tutorial because the whole thing was just so small. Uh-oh. Someone's trying to spit on me. Where are you? I'll kick your ass. Yeah. And really phenomenal when you consider that, again, it's, their first time making a digital product. Just like, wow. But it's cool, because it's like they didn't give up, they didn't quit. They just said, you know what? We recognize that we didn't do things as good as we could have. So even though it's basically and effectively an entirely different game, we're just going to keep going with it. And I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah, most people that I know in real life, they'd be like, no, this was just too much of a mess. We didn't do it right. I'm just going to scrap it and start over. Not these guys. They didn't start over. They just rebuilt it from the foundation. And yes, I'm severely disappointed. The chair is empty. She ran away. She doesn't love me anymore. This is tears. Tears. Nah, she's out and about. She might be on later for the Tailspire that I intend to play, but I don't know if she'll be back in time for this. Something about looting corpses up north. I'm not entirely sure of the details. I didn't want to know. Oh, the drill can actually hurt these things on a continuous now. Okay. That didn't used to do that. You used to have to club the little guys. Oh, there's one of them spider bot things that needs to be cleaned off. Come here. Hey, they're so cute. They're like toasters with eyeballs. Exactly. And then these little ones, you clean them off, and once you have a little electronics bar, and you can actually house the little suckers. If I remember correctly, they like produce or find random goods for you. Oh yeah, there's a suitcase back there. Oh, hey, that trash pile moved. Come here, buddy. Freed another one. Oh, and that bully's got a chicken in a cage. Well, I gotta go deal with that. Ow. Rude. Come here, you little bastard. Robo-pigs for electro-truffles. Hell yeah. I like the way you think. Electro-truffles. I may have to steal that. Hey, look, another suitcase. Sweet. Glad I came back here. Alright, what's in the box? There's another one of those little guys all covered up. Jeez, there's so many of them. I don't have a barn yet. I don't even have a chicken coop for the chicken. Alright, before I get carried away here. So it looks like to get to that one, we gotta somehow get over there. Or no, can we just sneak along the fence line? Yeah. So much trash. It's like college dorms. Okay, so I can't get that suitcase back there yet. Damn it. There we go. Oh. Okay, so I have to bring... Yep, I have to bring one of them here. I don't have one on me, unless there's one in my bag. And there is not. Okay, so I have to go get one of those in order to get over there. Am I seeing any obvious snatch and grab goodies here? See a couple of big spitter creatures. Okay, but nothing really super obvious. Alright. So I need a box for that spot, and I need to clean this up. Then go check out me farming. Okay, so the textures of the garbage patches matter. Like these ones, they have little terracotta pots in them, so these are going to make seeds. Yeah. Okay. And then the ones that have like the wood on the sides, those are going to give me wood when I break them. Now I'm getting it. Map out the textures. level is going to give me stone. That makes sense. So I've been thinking about a multiplayer game that I can get the audience in on, and I was wondering if anybody here has Monster Hunter World, because I just started that a couple of days ago, and in fact I just started it yesterday, because, you know, now that it's old enough, I guess I can try it out. And yeah, figured since I am the way I am and I never play anything that's new, I shouldn't say never, but almost never play something new, unless it's, you know, a little indie game. I guess I should just say that I'm awkward in my selection. Moving on, I finally got around to starting it. It's an old game now. Anybody else have it? Because that would be one I wouldn't mind doing multiplayer, just because I really like the comprehensive combat system in it. And I don't generally play a lot of action-style games. I'm usually much more into resource management. So to say that I suck at it be a complete understatement. I am dreadful at it. I think it took me 40 minutes to get through that claw tutorial level. Ugh, terrible. But yeah, just food for thought, because that's one that I definitely would play. Oh, for Monster Hunter World. As I understand it, it's a cross-platform capable one, so you don't have to be playing it on the PC in order to play it, even though that's the platform I would be playing it on. And I know it's an old game, so a lot of, or I should say older game, so a lot of people have it. Oh, sweet. Guess that'd make you my Monster Hunter daddy. Because, yeah, total noob at it. Just started yesterday. And action-type games, definitely not my forte. Nice, okay. So then you're a bit of an expert on the subject and you make me look bad. I like it. You turn it into a comedy routine. That is a line I have been waiting to see on this stream for a long time, so thank you. I figured somebody would get there eventually. Just had to find the right topic. But yeah, I don't know. I played it for, I don't know, I think like 4 hours yesterday or something, just because I wasn't sure what my schedule was going to be. Otherwise I would have done a little stream on it, but once I got into the tutorial and everything, I was like, okay, I'm glad I didn't start streaming this because the actual startup is so slow. Oh, okay. See, if I was a nerd, I would have known that. Yeah, the beginning definitely on the slow part, so I'm kind of glad I didn't stream that because, you know, when you go into an action-type game, especially if you're going to be watching it on like Twitch or something, you don't want to watch somebody do the slow, boring parts in an action game. You just don't. You're there for the action. So, you know, if you're watching somebody play a resource management game or base builder or something like that, like you're watching right now, then this speed is perfectly appropriate. But not for an action game, so I was kind of glad I didn't. But I mean, I like it, and I can tell that I really like the combat system, even if some of the stuff they have you do for that claw tutorial is absolutely asinine and you would never realistically want to do it in a fight. I can see why it's there and it's cool that it's an option, but yeah, no. I will be that guy that rapidly mashes on the mouse button until either myself or the critter in front of me is dead. Mm-hmm. Hello, fluffy boy. Rolled over. Stretch the paws. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the quest board and the setup and everything, and I was like, okay, so this is something that would work because you can just jump in and do a hunt with friends. So I could, like, send out a join pass on Discord or something for people to get to, and that way, we can control who's hopping onto the game and make sure that everybody understands the general guidelines and whatnot. But at the same time, still, allowing the peeps to get involved, because that's something that's been talked about a couple of times on this channel, is how to get people involved, because I do like to play things that I can share. It's just that the majority of things I play are like resource management, base builders, and it's like, it's not really everybody's cup of soup when it comes to actually playing. It's like, I know people that will watch Stardew Valley for 12 hours straight, but they won't play it for 20 minutes. Yeah, so it's like, you just gotta find that balance. But I did finally set up my PlayStation again after like a year. My PlayStation 4. Oh boy. It felt almost alien holding a controller in my hands again. I was like, what even is this monstrosity before me? But I finally got that set up, so I'll also be able to start pumping out some content with that. And so that'll be fun. See, I don't need to have the potatoes on me. I don't need the freaking stacks. I did need this. That can go in there. That can go in there. That can go there. That can go there. Yeah, exactly. That's how I felt. I was like, what is this nonsense? But, I mean, to be fair, it legitimately had been more than a year since the last time I had used my console. So, awkward. Tomatoes. Hey, I needed tomatoes for some of those recipes, so I gotta lay down the material here. Get all of my crops going all at once. Self-improvement. Methinks the self-improvement guide is important. Okay. Just in case. I doubt I'll need it, but just in case. And then since I pulled that out, I guess I'll grab the potatoes too. There. Okay, so go ahead and put this down. Yeah, got out that, and I think I'll also like schedule times. Smash Bros. Yeah, Smash Bros is pretty much like the antithesis of games that inspire me not to play games. I don't know. I just, the whole smash and grab thing is, I don't know. It never really been my thing. There's no reason, no great mystery. It just isn't. But yeah. Maybe, actually, no, that's probably not true. Probably because I have so many older siblings, and, being the youngest, it's like, oh, look, you're the one that's going to get your ass kicked over and over and over again by your older siblings. So I probably just developed a distaste for him because of that. That's probably why I like these solo games so much. It's like I didn't have to worry about older siblings beating me up and taking the controller. They didn't want to play crap like this. But yeah, anyways, back to the point with the PlayStation 4. It had been mentioned the other day ago on another stream talking about the fact that I have an ESO account, Elder Scrolls Online, and the fact that I haven't played on there in like, couldn't even tell you how long. I think it's been 18 months, maybe even closer to 2 years since I played Elder Scrolls Online. But I have a really, it's good setup, ain't perfect or anything, but it was a good setup back in the day. But yeah, talking about going on there and just doing random stuff, and I was like, well, that could be another one, if people have that they could group up and play online with. But I'm just so much more comfortable with a PC at this point. I don't know. Just brainstorming. Actually, I don't want to do that. I want the tomatoes. And then replant those. There we go. Ah. Yeah, with a game like that, it's one of the few times where I could say that a console would be preferable, just because when they do the console version of it, you know that that console version of it is going to be limited to what that system can handle, period. So as long as you have that system, you don't have to worry about it. Well, if you do, I have an incredible amount of crap that I have held on to over the years, just waiting for someone that I could throw it all at and be like, here, it's not good enough for me to use, but it's really great compared to what you have. Yeah. I think I have something like 200 recipes that I just can't get rid of. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I like games like this where it has that kind of... Well, you see, so maybe that'll be something, you know? Maybe you give me lessons in Monster Hunter, and I'll give you recipes and crap, and yeah, so, because I have, like, sets and stuff. I can sleep in this tent, just need a sleeping. Oh, apparently there's a tent back there. Yeah, yeah. A little online bartering there. Because, yeah, definitely enjoyed the time I spent on MH yesterday. That was fun. Yes, like, sometimes a resource management game is great for relaxing, but sometimes you just want to rapidly tap the button and watch something blow up. You know? And I feel like MH is one of those games that I could get into for those kinds of days specifically. Where it's like I just want to watch something blow up. Exactly. I mean, granted, they do have a lot of violent games that claim to be resource management games, but they're not really managing resources. They're managing pain. I'm good at that. This is a huge area. It's going to take me forever to clear it out. No wonder they give you a tent back there. Exactly. Yeah. Rude ass spider vacuum. You kicked my butt. I want to know why spiders put chickens in cages, and better yet, how they do it. That just seems like a piece of lore that needs to be explained. It's like, wait a minute. That was a chicken in a box, guarded by a spider. How did the spider put the chicken in the box? Hey, it's everybody's favorite cliche. Treasure behind the waterfall. We just got pumpkins. Yeah, that was another detail in the massive update for this game. Apparently there's a bunch more crops. Different types that you can grow. Oh, hello. I don't think I want to deal with the both of you, given that my butt just got handed to me. I think I'll head back this way. Okay, they start following me. Oh, hey, you guys wandered out into my main yard area. How you doing? are water. Swap. And I need to put down the other two. So, put him there. And I also have this food thingy, which I guess I'll put there. Apparently that was a quest. There are chickens in the world, and the spider robot cage. The chickens, how many piles of debris would it take to get the lore as to why this heavy? Yes. That is definitely in a math book somewhere. We know it. We just know it. It is definitely there. Not only is it in a math book somewhere, but it's probably the premise of somebody's thesis. Alright, so I still have more tomatoes I can throw down. Good. It would help if I hit the right button to vacuum up the water. Okay, so let's start getting this all sorted and organized. Quest items, seeds, furniture. Oh yeah, I needed to take that piece of furniture to the box. Yeah, that's one thing I can say is that their snap too with the garden plots. It's very, very easy. Definitely a user-friendly construct. They just did a very good job with it overall. It's I dare say it's actually even easier than the Snap 2 in No Man's Sky, which I consider to be like the baseline for whether or not it's good. And yeah, I think it's even better than that as far as just the simplicity of it. Granted, you make a lot more complicated structures in No Man's Sky than this, so it's not an entirely fair way of saying it, but for general, just kind of a whether or not it is, I'd say that's fair enough. Alright, so now put this over here. Don't have a lot of components yet. Maybe I'll just keep those on me. There we go. Now we're looking organized. Though on that note, yes it is. Definitely has that, I like your use of the term there, squishy, going on. Here we go. Guess it has a limit on how many potatoes it can do. So 16, almost 1700. Go down to the shop. Well, no. Yeah, maybe. I don't recall what I needed for that. Damn it. Old brain. Oh, hey, actually, we passed the 1 hour mark, and I haven't gotten up to stretch yet. Granted, I did refill my coffee, but you know the rules. Every hour. After all, can't have me promoting deep vein thrombosis in my audience. But on that note, I will go ahead and refresh my coffee and run to the restroom really quick. So enjoy. here, Mr. Man. You want your cookie? Want your lunchtime cookie? You gotta come say hi to the audience. Come here. Come on. You gotta come say hi to your adoring fans. Come here. I can barely see your face. There you go. He's a fluffy baby. Yeah, see, you got all them people out there who just love your squishy face. Just love your squishy face. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They love your squishy face. Gotta love the floof. He's just amazing. Why does that camera look like it's not sitting in the right spot anymore? Yeah, well, good enough. I mean, let's be realistic. The only reason we wanted a camera was so you guys could see the dog. Da, 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 da. So, if I bring 3 raw potatoes, I can get the chicken coop. Okay, because I've already got these. What's this? Waters nearby fields. Oh, sprinkler. That's cool. Tomato soup. Oh yeah, because cooking is a thing. So when I get my first tomato yield, I'll be able to start cooking. Okay. Tomatoes, potatoes. What else did I need? Lettuce. Tomato, potato, lettuce. Okay then. Till then, it doesn't look like he has anything to teach me. If he's got nothing else to teach me, how am I going to upgrade myself to the point where I can actually get through here? At least I can finally get this. Sleepy floofer bear. So back up here. Yep. 1800. Getting close to it. Yeah, when you open those suitcases, stuff definitely tends to take off. Sometimes when you're drilling through various materials, it'll also create kind of a rocket effect because multiple physics interactions occur simultaneously, and so you'll have like one object come in from over here, one object come in from over here, and they'll like bash against each other and send one of them skyward. Pretty entertaining. But I mean, realistically, there's no reason that a game like this even needs to have physics. So the fact that they've bothered to include it just says that they're going above and beyond minimum requirements. Treasure chest hidden. That's why I kept thinking I was seeing something blue. There's a freaking suitcase hidden in the bush right next to the stairs. Rude. Now the game's got me questioning every place I've been. So I don't think I have any more dirt. Yeah. without you guys waiting for me. Well, that could be a delightful source of entertainment. Oh, you can hit both of them, and if you're hitting both of them, it stuns both of them, so then you can just kill them without having to worry about getting hit. Hey, that's a nifty loophole. Up close and personal with a drill makes you immortal. Yeah. The classic GTA wasted meme, but, you know, because you opened a suitcase and were expecting loot. That would be bloody hysterical. I came over here because I needed to put a box on something, right? Yeah. That was over here. Now watch, I'll collapse because it's so late at night. Haha. See, now that I put that box there, I can come in here and snag whatever this is. Fries with ketchup. Yum yum. Recycled material and a skill book. Alright. Let's see if we make it back before I collapse from exhaustion. Yeah. In fact, the only screenshot I have of Valheim is one where it's just this massive red spray, and you can see that there's a log right there next to the massive red spray, and then my character's name in the center of the red spray. It's like, you don't require any explanation. You know exactly what happened. I got pretty good at using that to my advantage, though, because now my idea of chopping down trees is to find the top of the hill and just kind of head up there, line things up when I'm hitting the tree, and see if I can get it to start force rolling in a specific direction and create my own little miniature landslides. Works pretty brilliantly for just super rapid effect. Alright, so I needed a few potatoes for the chicken coop, but I can still put a bunch down in here. Okay. So now I've got the potatoes, and I've got some skill books. Should be able to go get everything. Yeah, it's a pretty great screenshot. Definitely entertains me. I don't know, something about just knowing that I made that mistake, even though it was obvious it was a mistake that could be made. It's like, Yay! Ducks and special chicken. So I just need oranges. For that I needed that. I needed tomato before I could run the stove. So that's underway. Okay. So it looks like now I'm waiting for the tomato. How am I supposed to get through there? Gotta be something on the other side of that big open area up above. Gotta be. Alright. Well, don't have too much fun out there, and yeah, we'll see you later today for some Tailspire. And of course, thanks for dropping it. Always appreciate it. Okay. We'll have to use an intermediary. Get contact info out there and everything. Make it easier for people to get in touch. Since I have so many adoring fans. Yeah. Alright, take it easy. Hello. All right. You know, I have it for 2 systems. Don't play it much. It's one of those games where you genuinely have to have people to play with, or there's just... you lose purpose so quickly. You know, it's one of those games. It's like, if you're a social person, it's a great game. If you're not a social person, it's a mediocre game. And unfortunately, I'm not particularly social. However, that would be another one I would consider as a candidate for viewer interaction. It would be GTA, just because it's one that pretty much everybody has, and you know, it's not terribly expensive. And just, it can be a whole lot of fun with the right group of people. So that would be another one I'd consider. But yes, I did try. I gave it my all. In fact, I've got it on console and PC, so I thought maybe it might be better for me on one than the other. It's not. It's about the same, because it's about the experience. And when I've got somebody to play with, I do have a lot of fun with it. I just generally don't have anyone to play with, so there's that. Ah, see. So then you're probably about like me when it comes to the amount of things you've actually accomplished. Jack Diddley. Yeah. Again, it can be fun when you find the right people. It's just the majority of times when I go online and try and have any kind of online interaction, it basically just winds up me walking down the street and then somebody with a rocket launcher blows me up without explanation. Just, and that's it. Wash, rinse, repeat. You know, you can put yourself into that safe mode, but then it's like, okay, now I'm not even interacting with these people though, because, you know, they're gonna go on a mission or something, and yeah, just a whole big thing. But yeah, that would be another fun one, just because certain elements of it really could be a lot of fun with some peeps. And how are you doing today, Cryptic? Just kind of rolled over from one person to another there. Starting to think maybe there's only one of you. Yeah. See, it's nice to see somebody speaks my language, because it's like the PvP could be fun with the right people, but you have to get people that aren't just those total chads, you know? And if you're one of those people, get the fuck off my channel. Because them chads, man, them chads. They take all of the entertainment value out of it. Hey, I'm paid to be pretty, not polite. Actually, that's not true. I'm not paid to be pretty. It just happens. spider vacuum. Oh, hello. That's a normal size spider vacuum. Oh, rude. That's okay. I'll just say that you're here for my my clean sense of humor and my appreciation for other humans. No? Okay. I do believe you're being told what to do. Yeah, I mean, there's a point there. What am I on? I'm on a just absolutely amazing overdose of sarcasm. That's what I'm on. Need it today. Clean off the toasters. Clean off the toasters. Come here. I don't know about that. There's a lot of ugly people out there. I'm gonna get in trouble for that comment. But then again, I'm also one of those people that won't lie and tell someone their baby's cute if their baby is pug ugly. I'm just gonna be like, no, that's an ugly baby. Okay, it looks like I need another one. If I'm gonna get through there. Alright, so does the drill work on stunning the big one or just the little ones? Doesn't look like the big one gets stunned by the drill the way the little ones do, so I actually have to try on this fight. Yeah, that's a conversation that I've had on more than a few occasions, though I leave out that second part where I ask if I'm just a monster, because my question is genuinely just, do people think that's a cute baby? Because I thought it was hideous. I mean, there are cute kids out there, but not every kid is cute, and that's just a fact. I see you. Trying to spit shit at me, you little bastard. Hey, don't you go hiding in the walls. That ain't fair. Oh, hello. A stray dog looks at me with hope. Totally adopting the dog. Why is it even a choice not to? Oh my goodness, I have a puppy. I get a puppy. Yeah. I was reading a book once, long time ago. And in that book, there was a discussion between this female officer of a very genocidal, I think is the appropriate term, militant faction, female officer, and the discussion came up as to whether or not she would further the bloodline because she was such an incredible specimen. And she said, "Oh yes, don't worry, I've done my part. I have, at some point or another, had at least 3 little drooling balls of protoplasm that I have promptly dropped on a maid." And the description, drooling ball of protoplasm, has stuck with me since I read that book. And God, that's been like 15 years. But yeah, there are definitely some kids out there where that description is perfect. Drooling ball of protoplasm. It's a drooling ball of protoplasm with cute eyes. Oh, that's terrible. When we find ugly kids, instead of just being like, "Oh wow, your kid's ugly," be like, "Oh yeah, your kid," and then turn around and be like, "Hey, Mousy Powser, did you see that kid? Was it freaking ugly, or was that just me?" That's what we're going on about. How did saving the world with our environmental efforts in this video game turn into a discussion on ugly babies? Turn my back for 2 minutes. Let my guard down for just the slightest bit of time, and y'all have me talking about ugly kids. True. It's definitely a polarizing topic. Yeah. It'll show you what kinds of followers you have. Because not everybody is willing to be like, yeah, ugly kids. Okie day. Don't have too much fun. Okay, and I gotta remember to go back and put that other box in that place. Because it required 2 boxes to get through. Ah, chores. Always fun. But just remember, every hour on the hour, you get a floof. Well, I shouldn't say every hour on the hour. Just about every hour in game, there'll be a floof. The comment on the kennel that apparently I got for adopting the dog. I want to give it a cheeseburger. Not a cheeseburger, a cheeseburger. I like it. So it looks like trader guy number 2 is over here, and I needed to talk to him about a new upgrade for the weapon. But then I also had this puzzle here to solve. Not sure how much of a puzzle that really is, but I'm calling it a puzzle. That chicken is wearing a hat and a backpack. Why is a chicken wearing a hat and a backpack? Basic stuffed pumpkin. That sounds delicious. Good day to you, fine lady. A talking chicken. Okay, so if the pollution in the valley has had some peculiar effects in the form of making chickens talk, maybe we need to pollute the world more. Now I'm getting mixed messages, because I thought this was about cleaning the place up. But now I see a talking chicken that's saying the only reason it can talk is because of the pollutants. I'm a knight and a gentleman. Count Cornelius Beckett. Alrighty then. You explore the valley, you need a quest, huh? Why, yes. Look for me in every part of the valley. If you find me, I will share with you my knowledge and give you a souvenir. Truly a jewel of the entire village. Was a shame for me. Farm was abandoned, stood as a bastion for clear environment for years. Unfortunately, abandoned recently. Glad it started becoming cleaner. I understand correctly that you're responsible for this. Yes. Okay. So apparently, we find the chicken everywhere, and the chicken gives us stuff. Can't argue with that. Button creates manhole cover. Creates secret back entrance to store. Yay. Okay. So that was the point of all that. Oh, but now I have to use that because I don't think I can get through there. Yeah, no, I'm trapped. Okay. Gotta go all the way back around. Might as well refill my water over here. Yay. And go see what this guy wants in exchange for the drill that's gonna let me break all this stuff. Oh, and is that a mine? That looks like a mine. Rudy. How you doing, Rudy? Don't think you liked being called a thief. Help each other, show you tools of trade, navigate dungeons. Navigate dungeons? That sounds interesting. Robot turf. Okay. 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 Aha. So, I'm starting to see a chain of events here. Yep. Okay. So it looks like I have to farm grind for a short period of time before I can advance. Well, that's unfortunate. Could be worse. Yeah. Because we need the tomatoes in order to make cooking foods. Because that's where the kitchen comes from, is I need the tomatoes. Once I have that in place, then I'll be able to do things like make the fried egg and that other stuff. So yeah, basically it boils down to I need to take some time and how do I turn this stuff? I forgot. Who knew? I've forgotten how to turn things. Yeah, well, that works. I'll have to go back and review the footage and find out how to turn things later. Whoops. But now I have a doggo. And I like having a doggo. He's cute, doggo. Okay, so these are almost done. And strawberry seeds, huh? Apparently I have a chicken box. So with that well underway, I think I'll put my chicken box over here somewhere. Right there. And then head to bed early. Advance the story, or rather advance the clock. And get the tomatoes, hopefully. See about getting this all advanced. Haha, tomatoes. Oh, still not ready? What do you find, little buddy? Potato seeds. Talented little bugger. I think there might be something down in this area here that I can do, couldn't do back in the day. Let's go check. Yep. But that's electronics over there, so I'll still have to come back later. This is a spot where multiple dungeons interconnect, and you just have to unlock them from the inside. I bet that's what this is. I want the suitcase, but I cannot have the suitcase. So, I guess, since I can't rightly do much of anything else, go see. Is there a piece of trash over here? So all that's completely blocked off. What's that? So it looks like his dungeon thing over here is the only thing we can do right now. Waiting on tomatoes. So let's go see what this is all about. So we have a blue button, multiple blue buttons. 1, 2, 3. This, which, aha. 4. And a box. Okay. So do that. I think we'll be able to hit all of these without an issue. Haha. Okay. What the hell are these things? Oh, it's a time thing. What? I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Do you have to click all of them within that time? Probably. Something simple like that. Yep, okay. Orange pipes constantly filled by robots. Trash here will reappear after a few days. Oh, okay. So this loot will consistently reoccur. That's convenient. Right back out. Okay. Well, that's easy. All right. Did that. Genuinely, the only thing left to do is advance the day and get me some tomatoes. Tomato. Tomato. Once a day. I fell asleep. Wake up next day. Doggo! Hello. What do you have for me? Recycled material. Thank you, Doggo. Ah, finally, tomatoes. By golly gee, them tomatoes grow slow. Now immediately run down there and get the kitchen. Whatever they call it. Because I need that in order to do basically anything else. Yay! Wait, I already had the recipe for the chicken coop. Oh, well, apparently I could have made the chicken coop a while back. I forgot about that. Okay, so now go make the cooking area and the chicken coop. There we go. So I think I'll want to do that. And yay! Tame 5 chickens. Or 3. Didn't I make 2 chicken coops? Yes, I did. Yay! And I got my first egg, which I needed to make the sunny side up, which I needed to get something else. So, oh, but I need 2 eggs. I only have 1. I can make the tomato soup, which I also needed for something. What did I need the tomato soup for? I don't know. Because I have the attention span of a freaking gnat. options for everything else, I think. Tomato soup. Oranges. Just none of those things. Not that. Oh, I can make a better kitchen just by making the fries and ketchup. Ah, okay. Expanded inventory. Yeah, might as well. Okay. Apparently I won't. Why not? I have the tomato soup. I have the 2 books. What's your problem? Huh. Okay. Apparently he did it, and it just didn't indicate he did it. That seems awkward. Especially since I still have the supplies. Oh, hey, there's something here, so I wasn't locked in. I could have gone over. Oh no. Unless... Yeah. Ooh, that's obnoxious. Am I just wasting time? Or should I just go around? Nope, there we go. Okay. Wait. Recipes. So I can make the tent. Okay, so I have to have the materials on me to buy this stuff, but it's not taking the materials from me when I make the stuff. Methinks, perhaps, just maybe, possibly, there's a bug there. So don't expect that to be the case when you play, but if you do, congratulations. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a bug, and that'll probably be addressed, but that totally just happened twice. It happened down there when I upgraded the size of my backpack, and it also just happened right now, learning how to make a tent. Alright, now I need tomato seeds. I did need potato seeds for those 2 spots. Okay, so 8 needs to go here, and there. Alright, and number 6. Do-do-do-do. excessive there. Refill said water. Drop off the seeds. Well, might as well just keep them because I think the potatoes are going to bloom tomorrow. Bloom? Is that the right word? Who knows? However, we have hit the 2-hour mark, so time for a bit of a stretch. Put this on Dougie View. Because, you know, he really is the star of the show. I'm just a filler character. He's the real deal. Alright, I'll see you in just a minute. I don't have too much fun. Except I am, really quick. So I noticed that he changed positions specifically to make it easier to see him. I'm starting to think he loves the attention. Huh. Hey, Bubba's. You want a piece of jerky? Yeah? Want a piece of jerky? Want to say hi to all your adoring fans? Oh, it's your baby. Yeah. It's your girl. It's your baby. Yeah. That's right. Say hello to all your adoring fans. He says, hello. I am happy to see you. Oh. Happy Fluffy Google. Okay, so as I recall, just needed to do that, and then I don't think I could make anything else. I had to wait. Yeah, so it's off to the sleepy. You're always so popular. That's a lot of potatoes. And I have pumpkins, which I needed for a couple of different things, if I remember correctly. Did I actually run out of trash? My goodness. Okay. Give me your eggs. Some of them want showers after you take their eggs. That's cute. And then I saw another egg. Oh, there you are. Hey, pick a direction, will you? Come here. Just out of reach, you little bugger. It's interesting you can't actually walk through here. It's like visually it looks like you should be able to, but you totally can't. There we go. Alright, and then Doji. Doji has some recycled goods. Yay. I need to go make a sunny side up egg. And now that I have just regular pumpkins, was anything unlocked from this guy? Such a terrible memory for this stuff. So the recipe's unlocked. Alright. That is just such an interesting little bug. We'll have to send a little player feedback and let them know that that's happening to see if they can get that rectified. Is that a truffle? Ah, that is a truffle. Found by pigs. Okay. So then, stuffed pumpkin, can't learn augmented drill till I learn that, but now, go back to my workshop. Yes. Good morning, Jenkins. All the way back over here. So you have to learn it and then unlock it. Gotcha. Need more rubble in order to make the robot cat thing farm, whatever the heck you want to call those. What do we agree that those are going to be called? Robotic pigs. For electro truffles? Yes, that's what it was. Robotic pigs and electro truffles. Alright, so now we can get rid of the electronics waste, which will allow us to advance. Finally. Well, that took a bit of work. Cube bots is what they decided to call themselves, huh? Well. Gotta tame 3 of them. Here, start with the pumpkins. Okay. Get my potatoes in place. All them damn potatoes. These little guys just want batteries to tame them, so that'll make taming them super easy. That one's the one I've already tamed, of course. I see you. Come here. Gotcha. There we go. So now I've completed that quest. Got them. Go see if there's any others out here that I can tame right quick. Oh yeah. And also I can break these down now. Start getting those electronics. Yeah. Which means I can also go get this that it was blocked over here by this puzzle. It's unfortunate that that happens. Okay, it's already 12:47 in the day, so instead of going through to advance a new area, let's go in here, break all this down to get us a buttload of these electronic components, and kidnap all of the robot cats and chickens that we can. Could you imagine, like, actually having to do this for a living? Just running around decimating stacks of trash. I mean, there are people who do it. I just couldn't imagine actually having to do it. Mind-boggling. There you go, little guy. While I'm at it, I'll feed you. Feed you. Feed you. Oh, missed. Come here. There we go. He really didn't want to be fed. Feed you. You've already been fed. Okay. So much destruction. I love it. Alright. I think this little tiny pocket is the last little bit in this area. So now... that's cool. Did y'all get stuck on a chicken? Is that what happened here? You were all trying to figure out how to get back to the house and you got trapped on this chicken? Yeah. Silly robots. Silly robots choking on a chicken. Who'd have thunk? Now I should be able to clear out the final little strip of stuff down below in the manhole area. Okay, but hang on for a second. The dog is broken. His head is totally facing the wrong direction. Why you do this? You look like you got run over. You silly, silly pooch. Silly, silly pooch. I think that's my equivalent of now for a quick message from our sponsors. Hey, we have giant inappropriate emojis now. Are you okay, little buddy? No, you're just gonna phase through the ground. Okay. Silly little robot. Trees in this valley, once tall and majestic, have been poisoned and are covered in trash. Can't heal them, but I can cut those remains and plant new trees to replace them. Destroy the 15 toxic trees and plant apple trees in their place. Humans left not only trash, but sometimes much worse. Animal traps need to be destroyed as soon as possible, otherwise an innocent fox might get trapped. So we gotta destroy fox traps too. Okay. Ah! Hey, who's throwing shit at me? Yeah, I'm coming for for you now, punk. Now. There we go. Oh, hello. So, I see a pig in a cage. That's definitely a pig in a cage. Okay. But it's also getting relatively late. So, I'll have to scurry back to the camp. Yeah, it's already 1800. Well, I might be able to get some more of this really quick. Interesting, it's not letting me break that. Hey, come here. I just want to clean you off. Silly little trash rabbit. Gotcha. Two new pets. Yay. Well then. Lettuce. I needed lettuce for the next series of upgrades. No, that was for the sprinklers. Yeah, I needed lettuce for sprinklers. Seeds. Okay. So we've got 3 new kinds of crops today. Apple trees, lettuce, and eggplant. Pig statue. Okay. Didn't even realize we'd gotten that. Alright, but I think before we wander off into that next big, huge open area, I think before we do that, probably call it quits. Because it seems like a really good spot to leave it off. Definitely seen a couple of the new features, really enjoying the updates that have been made so far. Looking forward to seeing more of them next time, which will probably be Thursday, most likely. This is what I'll be doing Thursday. And I do need to get that schedule updated on here for y'all, because Tryout Tuesdays are officially a thing. Every Tuesday night, going to be trying out some new random game that I've not played before, and you know, they're usually the weird odd ones that like you get in a bundle pack from Steam or something, but who knows, sometimes they're good, sometimes maybe not. But yeah, so that'll be Tuesday, then Thursday, like I said, I think I'll be back to playing this, and then later tonight, probably like a half hour to an hour from now, I'm going to be doing some Tailspire, but given that my stomach just made a sound that reminded me of something that you would hear in the underworld, I decided it was probably a good idea to eat something. So we're going to go ahead and call it good here. Looking forward to playing this again Thursday, and now that I've got all these little animals running everywhere, it's definitely looking a lot more like the traditional, Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon type farming games. But I'm liking the premise, the ecological restoration of the local area. It's kind of an interesting take on it. Of course, it's going to be a highly polarized kind of thing, because save the world, blah, whatevs. Some people want to say it's not a thing, some people want to say it is. I look at numbers and math and I go, oh, okay, either way. So on that lovely note, I will be seeing you again here shortly. Don't have too much fun, and we'll catch you then. Assuming, of course, I remember how to quit.